Welcome to Sfera Talks. Our guests are interesting people who live among us. And today our guest is Domi Lam. Hello, Domi.
Hello, Shage.
Yeah. Tell about yourself.
I'm Vietnamese. I have born in Vietnamese and I came to Finland in the year 1989.
1989.
In 30 of
32
August.
years.
Yes. And I came from Vietnam to Malaysia. And I lived in Malaysian refugees camp for over 2 years. After that, I came to Finland.
You said you came on the 30th of August.
Yes, 30th of August.
Why do you remember that date?
Because it's very important that we escaped from communist. And we lived in a very hard refugees camp.
In Malaysia?
In Malaysia, there was no human rights and freedom at all.
In Vietnam?
In Malaysia.
In Malaysia?
In refugees camp, and there was no ability to study, to have activities like the used to. So when I came to Finland, that of course I remember that day that I'm free.
You escaped from communists. Why?
Because my father was fighting on another side against communists. So when the communists won the war, so
it was
1975.
1975.
It was very hard time for our family because my father he was in prisoner and in prison, and he couldn't do anything. Even he was a farmer. He had trouble when he traveled to visit his younger daughter in another city. And we are also Catholics. And the communist government, they doesn't like Catholics. So the teacher in school told me that I cannot go to the university. And in that time, my parents said that I have to escape from Vietnam. And that was a reason.
Because there were no paths for you, basically, no growth.
No. Our family is a teacher family, very long time. Even my grandparents, they were teacher, and my father was a teacher. But when communists came, so he cannot be a teacher anymore. And my older brother is still a teacher in Vietnam. And he could not doing anything else, just a teacher. So he has a lot of knowledge about teaching and about the program, but they doesn't use his skill to develop the education.
So, and you escaped to Malaysia?
Yes.
How did you?
By boat.
By boat?
Yes.
And then you stayed in this refugee camp, and it was not good. How did you know? Why Finland? Why not Switzerland? Why not Germany? Why not England?
There was a lot of refugees in refugee camp. Mostly in 1987, it was there were about 16,000 refugees in Malaysia camp. In Pulau Bidong is one of island of Malaysia, and the foreign country, they don't just, they just choose somebody who wants to, who they want to. And Finland is one of those countries with they just want to help to take a handicap, refugees and weak family. So my father, he was good in war, so he could not see very well. So that's why the Finnish government, they accept us.
Because the problems of the eyesight of your father.
Yes, yes. And there were a lot of people, almost we did not know where to go. We just want to be free. And we want to know what freedom is, what human right is. So we can apply every country that we have heard. And mostly we heard about United Nations of America, Canada, Australia, Germany, like that. We did not even want to go to example, to Japanese, because it's quite near in Vietnam. And the Finnish government...
Were you afraid that they will try to kill you?
Yes.
So there were cases when actually Vietnamese refugees were killed by communist government, or...
Yes, a lot. Once they attacked from Cambodia to Ban Thai, to Thailand. There were also another refugees camp in Thailand, in Indonesia, in Philippines, and the biggest, I think, that in Hong Kong, in Hong Kong and in Malaysia. So a lot of sad story about how the communists they treat the refugees, because they consider us like betrayer,
a traitor.
Yes.
And traitors must be killed or punished. Or
yes, some kind of punishment that we must get.
So, and you appeared in Finland in August 1989. Your first impressions, what was it like?
How
old were you then?
I was 17, 17 years old, and I looked out from the airplane. I thought that, no, they fly us to the forest. Now we start again to escape from Finland. I thought in my mind, and we spoke in airplane, and everybody we were very upset because we did not know anything about Finland.
So you thought that, I mean, like you are being brought to another prisoners camp?
Yes. Or another place that were in the same place in Malaysia.
Jungle.
Yes. And I remember that day very well, that the sun was shining very good, and I had I did not have a warm clothes. My property when I came to Finland, that I have 2 pants and 2 shirts, 1 shoes, and 2 stamps that I can send later to mother.
Stamps?
Yes.
For the envelope.
Yes. It was very beautiful day, and when we came out from the airplane, so I just fell down, and I did not understand why. And I was very activities, young guy, and I was playing football, volleyball, and every kind of sport. I was very shocked.
Mhm.
So the Finnish Red Cross worker, they came and they give me a warm towel.
Mhm.
So I recognized that it was cold.
You were cold, so you.
Yes, and it was 13 degrees in that day.
And for you, it was like
Yes,
freezing.
Yes, I've never been.
At 13 degrees.
Yes, with the weather like that.
And what next?
So I was just freezing in the bus, and they drive us we moved to another plane to Oulu, and they gave us home. And when we came to the home, it was very happy that is it our home. You see, even it was renting by the city, but with us it was like paradise, that we have home, we have bed, and we can sleep there, and there were a kitchen. There were apples in refreeze, and there were food, and we said that, oh, this is paradise. And that was what we need for daily. That the water, we have also water from a house, that we don't have to go out for taking water from another
tap
place.
water
Yes.
that you can drink immediately.
Yes,
yeah.
It was a very shock time to us, because nobody can imagine that it really happened to us like that, and how the Finnish government treat us. We were not going, they did not bring us to jungle. They bring us to the warm house.
Paradise.
Yes. And that's why we talked together, the Vietnamese. Our group was just 29 persons. We said that we have to do good to give back to Finnish government something that they do for us. And that's why the Vietnamese community in Oulu, we are very, very close. And we do a lot of good things. And also we don't, if somebody have no job, he's employee, so we ask why you are employed. You have to go to take a job, go to work. We treat to each other like this. So that was I think that in Finland the most successful community, Vietnamese community, is Oulu. That everybody go.
How many
working.
people? How many people?
Now it's I think that it's about 400.
400 in Oulu.
Yes. But in the first group to Oulu, it's just 29.
And they were on the same plane.
Yes.
So that plane with you, they were basically first Vietnamese in Oulu.
Yes.
How people in Oulu treated you? Like, I mean, not government officials, but people on the streets, because you were first Vietnamese in Oulu.
It was very exciting time. We did not know what racism is. But we lived in the university village. So the university students, they treat us very well. They teach us when we speak Finnish wrong. They correct us and they help us every day. They just came and ring the bell and said that this is Finnish food, this is some kind of, they teach us everything. and we just say thank you, and we did not. We were very like when the people was the refugees camp is like a prison, and when the people were in prison long time, so we were not act very well when we have free.
What do you mean?
Like we are joking, we get very easily we get angry.
Angry.
Yes, to the people that they doesn't treat us well. Like example, I went to school by bicycle, and the people show me the international marks.
Yeah, middle finger.
Yes, middle finger, and I did not know what it means. So I said,
people in the streets.
Yes.
People in the streets. You were going by bike to school, and they were showing you middle finger in Oulu.
Yes. And I just say hello. So I came to the class, and the teacher came. So I show her middle finger. She was very upset. I said that no, Finnish people show me this.
You really thought that it's like, you know,
hello or something. Yes. And teacher teach us that it was bad. So the next day, we go every day in the same time, in the same way.
Yeah.
They also show us a middle finger, so we stop driving and we beat them.
Like, and who were they? Who were these?
They were students. Finnish students, and we did not know a lot of people, and once is a very bad memory that we were sleeping in the house, and people break our windows. It was in winter, and my bedroom, I slept with. I live in the same room with my older sister. They were also broken, and of course the cold came inside, and that was the first winter of us, so it was very cold. And the police came, and they asked us to go to hotel, but we were so afraid that we went to the French place to sleep, and it was very bad time in Oulu. And the Vietnamese community, we were the first or the second after Romania that we met. We know what racism is. It was bad. Very bad. And
they broke your windows because you were Vietnamese.
Yes.
And they knew that you were Vietnamese in that.
And also they drive a car around where we live, so we cannot go out. We are afraid to go out. But
who were
Finnish? But
were they skinheads or just like, you know, jerks?
Just not. We did not recognize them. We did not know even what skinhead is. Skinhead is after 1990. There were skinhead in Finland, but before that we did not know, and we just say that if they don't have hair, so when we beat them, they get more hurt than us who have hair.
Why?
So we did not afraid at the skinhead, but we are afraid that something happened to the elder, and the babies. Because the Finnish government, they just take people, handicapped people and weak people. So we are not strong group enough to attack them. So we just protect our family. That's why we did not go out much. And when we go out, we have to go together with group that we can protect each other. And we did not know, nobody teach us about Finland. Exactly when the Finnish delegator, they asked me in the interviews that if I want to go to Finland, I asked where. Where's Finland? It's nearby Sweden. Where's Sweden? So they said that nearby Soviet Union. I said no. I said immediately no. I don't go there. They try to tell to our family that here we have freedom and human rights, and I can go to school. I said that yes, of course I want to go back to college school because I was spending almost over 2 years in refugee camp without studying. It was very hard time for me because we were very proud family that we were teachers, but 2 years without studying, it was terrible.
Was there these terrible 2 years? Did you have any positive, something taught you, these 2 years gave you some experience that later helped you?
No.
It was just 2 terrible years?
Yes.
Okay.
2 years with every day we have, everyone have just 7 clean liter water to use. 7 liter water.
For everything?
Yes, for a day. Think about that.
I cannot. I mean, like you need to wash, you need to
yes,
clean
everything.
your clothes,
yes,
you need to eat, to drink,
yes.
and it's just 7 liters per person.
Yes. And we were living in also in the Iceland, Pulau Bidong, so it was there was a lot of fish there in the sea, but we cannot fish.
They didn't allow you?
No, they did not allow, and we did not get enough food. Like example, if you are 50, you just eat, with you just half kilo meat for 1 day is enough. But with me, with 15 years old, and in the year that I'm growing up very fast, all the time I was hungry. I was hungry every time. So it was very hard for me. That's why I sport a lot. I play football and I run and I play volleyball from the evening, from the morning to evening. That I forget the hungry. And when I came home, so my father must hide the noodles. Otherwise, I eat everything at home. So that's why when we came to Finland, I was very surprised that if they teach us about a little bit about Finland, so we can use it when we come to Finland. But nobody tell us what Finland is, what Finnish is. So I said no, I did not want to go to Finland because it's nearby Soviet Union, and they said that I can go to school and I have human rights, I have freedom. I asked, really, are you lying? No, we give you everything. You can study free. You don't have to pay. I said that it's okay. And that's why we came to Finland. And one delegate asked me what I want when I go to school in Finland. I said that because here all the time I was hungry. I'm hungry. So I see the movies that the Western people they go to school with apple. I said that I want that. I want the apple in my hands when I go to school. And that's why when I came to Finland, it was I think that about 2 or 3 kilo apples in our refrigerator. It was very
so they remembered it. So they remembered it, and they filled the fridge with apples.
Yes, that's the question that the require that I want them to do. Or I asked them that if I just dream about that because I was very hungry. I did not think anything else, just food, 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 and food.
And then you sort of this paradise, and at the same time you saw this xenophobia and racism. Yeah, how it proceeded? How did you manage?
It was a very short time that I did not think about myself. I think about my father and the elder, the community. That if skinhead or racist, they attack them. What can we do to protect them? So we organized one very good group from 13 years old to 50. We were like the shoulder because
how many people?
We were just seven
Magnificent
people,
seven.
Yes, 7 people in that age, and we did a good job.
What did you do?
We never accept anybody to walk nearby our home. We came to talk to them. Also police. And somehow the police they did not like. And
they thought that you're a gang.
yes. And a lot of us went they spent one night in police station because of that. And in Finnish course in school, we talked to teachers that the teacher asked us that why we are very angry all the time. We said that no teacher, no. We just want free. We want human rights. Even we did not know much about human rights, but we want, just like Finnish people, we want to walk free. That nobody beat us. We want to go to restaurant, to disco for dancing. Nobody allowed. In disco we cannot go there because they were a sign that no refugee.
On the disco,
yes,
there were written
yes,
that no refugees allowed.
Yes, a lot of them in Oulu, and we also had trouble with police. That was very big. And finally, our head master, he talked to teacher, and the teacher talked to police. But my father said that we invite police to talk with us. So my father was a soldier. So he said to police that if you don't want us here, so we walk to Sweden. It's just 110 kilometers from Oulu. We walk to Kemi, Tornio, Yli, Tornio to Sweden. Police said that no, you are free here. That's why we take you here. You are free. And my father asked that why we have trouble with police. What the police want. And police, they apologize. They arranged one music night. They came to sing to us.
Police?
Yes.
Came to sing to you?
Yes, and they also arranged the food.
Finnish police?
Yes, Finnish police. In cinema päiväkoti is children care home in cinema in Oulu, in University Village. And since that, we said that police, you are very nice. If you want to fight, so we fight with you because we have enough. We have about 4 or 5 soldiers. Police said that no, you are free here. We are not fighting. So you have to smile and say hello. That you don't bullshit to us. And since that, the Polish, they treat Vietnamese people in Oulu very nice. And of course, we are nice. We are hard worker, hard student. We study very hard and we work very hard also. And until now, after 32 years, or after 10 years, when I moved away from Oulu, the people, they were very upset that I was one of speaker that I always protect them. I said that our community, nobody is employed. Everyone has a job. That's I think that maybe 20 years more we can tell to our children that we do a good thing here in Finland. And it was what can I say? It was worth what we did for a long time. The Vietnamese people, we keep quiet here in Finland. We work hard.
Why? I mean, like that's something I also learned from early childhood, that Vietnamese work hard. They're very industrious workers.
Yes.
They're very hard workers. Why? What makes you like how?
We want to tell to Finnish government and Finnish people that we are very thankful.
But you work hard in Vietnam as well. I mean, like you work hard anywhere. You just good workers.
In Vietnam, it is different. It is different. You work for free, or you work by force.
In Vietnam.
Yes. Example. In Vietnam, if the Vietnamese people, they are working hard, the country must be very rich.
Yeah. How many million Vietnamese are in Vietnam?
100 million.
20 times more than Finland.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we talk about hard worker. It means hard Vietnamese worker. It means Vietnamese refugees community. like in United States of America, like everywhere, we are very proud that we work very hard. The refugees.
Refugees.
Yes.
And Vietnamese in Vietnam?
It's different. Of course, they work very hard that they can live. But we cannot talk that. We don't know. We cannot recognize that. If they work hard, so they must be rich. You see, the rich country.
Yeah.
But it was not. It is not. Vietnam is not a rich government, not a rich country. So, are the people hard worker? I don't know.
But maybe they're not organized properly. Maybe
the problems the problem is from organizations, organized
institutes,
yes.
Basically.
Yes.
What would you change in Vietnam so that hardworking people make a rich Vietnam?
The people must have their basic. They need the people need the basic things in life, in daily, and it is freedom. When you are free, your mind is free, so you can create the new things, or you can make the thing better. If you are not free, you cannot create, because when you are not free, your mind is a prison.
Why? Why people are not free in Vietnam?
Because of the law in Vietnam, the people cannot speak what they think.
Still,
yes.
There are no communist party, I think, now.
It's communist.
It's still communist.
It's still communist, and only party.
So, so no freedom, basically. This is the root cause.
Yes.
This is the main. What to do? What would you do if you had a magic wand? If you could do whatever, what would you do?
I give people freedom.
How will it look like?
Like crazy, I think, because the people were a long time in the control situation, and now they are free. Nobody control them. Just think about that. So the people must be crazy. So before that, we must educate, give them educations, give them informations, and we must have a very good organization for the country before people get free.
Will it happen?
I don't even hope.
You don't even hope?
Because I have been hope for a long time. Very long time. Even I'm living here, I'm over 30 years, 22 years in Finland, over 2 years in refugees camp. I still miss my homeland, Vietnam, every day. Every day. Every morning when I wake up, hello Vietnam. The boy go to work. Just like that, every day. So the homeland is something spirit that I cannot describe about my feelings, but it's very strong with me. Another people in our community, they ask me that why I care about Vietnam, about Vietnamese. They're living here in Finland. I also care about them. Even they are very well, they're very good, they're in good situations. I say that, yes, of course I care. And I do a lot of volunteers work, not just for refugees here in Turku or before that in Oulu. Also, I use a lot of my free time to help the Vietnamese people here in Finland.
What do you, because I know that you are very active in youth organizations and in voluntary organizations. What do you do? What do you do?
Now I come back to Together Association.
You just said.
Yes, I was a president of Together Association for 2 seasons, about 20 years ago. 16 years ago, I just left, and now I come back. And I still care that something is not correct here in Finland. Example, if the law said that you have one cup of coffee, so you have 1 cup of coffee. Nobody can give you just a half cup of coffee. So that's I came back to work. I hope that the refugees can get more ability to study, to work, and to especially to know about Finland and Finnish culture. Well, Finnish culture is the very strange name. Even we heard every day Finnish culture, but exactly we did not know what it is. We just act like Finnish. And sometimes I think that we're just like a monkey that people do this and we do the same thing without thinking. And that's a problem for it's a big problem later. Now it's a problem, but with me, with you, we are new here, 30 years in Finland. It's okay because we have seen our past that we were born in another country. But our children that were born in Finland, they consider themselves as a Finnish citizen. Of course, what around them are from Finland. Also friends, school, books, movies, everything. So if we don't give them that acknowledge, that information
about what?
About Finnish community, about Finland, about Finnish law. So they are lost.
Even if they are born here.
Born here. I've seen a lot.
What does it mean, lost?
They asked, a lot of young people ask me that why their friends can do this and he cannot.
For instance, what?
Example, to Finnish people, Finnish mind, they are very free. And the Vietnamese mind is like controlled by parents. And if the parents, they are not clever enough, they did not have enough information, they do not have enough acknowledgement to give to their children. So what the parents can do, the parent must show the children that their parents, so they force the children.
Force.
To do this, to do that. Not to do this, not to do that. Not a conversation. Not talk to their children, because they don't have enough the informations about Finnish community. That's a problem. What we can teach the people here, the new people, I say new Finnish people, it means you and me, that the informations acknowledge that we can teach our children so they can be a good citizen. Without information, what you are. And you will, without information, without acknowledge, you are lost.
But if children grow and go to Finnish school, Finnish kindergarten, watch television, why don't they get information?
That's the problem. That the parents in home, they don't have enough information to teach school, to teach children. So they just give children iPad, telephone, here, go. This is, and after school the children just go to social media. And what they care, the parents say that just check that what happened in Vietnam, because they care about their country. And the children, they have born here in Finland, so they do not care much about that. Or exactly, they doesn't care at all. They do not care at all. So the problem is that the parents tell to children to do what they doesn't like, what they don't like. So they ask, why my friends can do this, I cannot. Why my friends can go to theater, and you never bring me to theater? Because they don't have enough information.
Parents.
Yes, acknowledge.
Okay, what do you think Vietnamese culture can teach Finland? What Finns can take from how Vietnamese culture can enrich Finns?
I think that the most where the mostly what I used to talk to Finnish friends, and that the Vietnamese, we respect the older.
But if you respect the older, then the older always will tell you what to do.
It doesn't mean that. We treat the older very good in the city, in society life. But it doesn't mean that the older people in community can tell us what we do. That we respect them like we respect our parents. But in the another situations where the people are working, are fighting to their place, it's different. Here in Finland, example, some young guy can talk very badly to older people in the street, and this is not acceptable in Vietnam, and also in our community here in Finland.
But do you not think that respect and freedom, they actually sides of one medal? You must respect, of course, yeah, the elder, but then actually it's slippery, pretty situation when you respect the senior is an authority for you, right? But if the senior is an authority, then actually the senior can limit your freedom. And actually, because I am senior, I tell you not to go to the theater, for instance. Isn't it the same?
I mean, society life, it means with the family. With the family. It's outside. It's outside. On the street. When we meet older people, example, we walk. We are walking with them to the shops. We must see that the older people. I mean, they doesn't ask for help, but we must know that we give them a way, an easy way to go, because they are not young anymore. And we can speak nicely to them. We cannot treat them like our friends. We talk with them like friends, but you cannot treat them like friends because they're older. We respect them because what they have left to us.
But why you cannot treat them as friends?
Because friend is friends. Friend is like the people the same age, the same acknowledge. And with the what can I say, people we don't know, they're not our friends.
Why cannot they be? Even if they are older, 20 years or 30
Yes.
years, but why they cannot be your friends?
The friend must be very close, that who knows you, you know them. And these the people we meet in the street, they are a member of this society. So we treat them like a member to a member. But if they are weak, so we must give them the respect. That's example, I can open the door for you. I speak nicely for you. That's here in Finland. There's a problem. I don't say that it's big problems. The Finnish people, some thing that the Finnish people can learn from Vietnamese. That we respect the older people, but always it's not always that we listen what they talk. They don't. Yes.
So you don't always listen. So you're just showing respect, but actually doesn't mean that.
What they told to us we must do. No.
Okay.
We can talk to them that with our acknowledge that now the life is different, like your life before. So now, example, you are 70 years old. 50 years old. It's different like when you were 50 years old.
Yeah.
So your life is not this life, not like mine.
So I respect you because, like, probably you are somebody's father, and I respect your age, and I respect your weakness as well.
No, I respect you that you are the member who were before me.
Mm-hmm.
Before me. So you know a lot of things. You have more experience like me.
Mm-hmm.
You know a lot of things about your past.
Mm-hmm.
And you can give those experience to me.
Mm-hmm.
That how I can use it is mine, because now is my time.
Mm-hmm. So how your experience can enrich my life? How make my life richer, yeah? Your experience?
Yes.
Yeah. Ah, interesting.
Yes, the Vietnamese,
What problems do Vietnamese people have now, for instance, here in Turku? How many are there Vietnamese in Turku?
In Turku, I think that is about almost 1,000.
1,000, What
1,000.
problems?
I see the problems that the Vietnamese people here in Finland, we do not care much about the society of Finland.
Mm-hmm.
Example, we don't have politician.
Mm-hmm. Vietnamese politicians.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
from Vietnamese community.
Why?
Because maybe people they do not care. They are proud that they're hard worker.
Mm-hmm.
Their life is fine.
Mm-hmm.
They have everything.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is they cannot update their life
Mm-hmm.
to Finnish society.
Mm-hmm.
That you must be activities also in politics, also in society, and also in economics.
Mm-hmm.
Economics here, the Vietnamese people are good. Very a lot of them are very successful here in Finland.
Mm-hmm.
But in politics, no. Because I think the people, they are still a prisoner in their mind that their life were controlled.
Mm-hmm.
Even now here, they are afraid to talk politics.
Mm-hmm. So they just think that this is not activity that should be theirs. We can make money, we can work hard, we can raise our children,
Yes.
but society's problems are actually not my problems, to a certain extent.
Just almost like that,
Mhm.
almost like that. And very sadly, very sad, I used to talk to them, and they doesn't like, because they say that I talk too much. I talk everything. I say that because I care.
Mm-hmm.
I never talk bad. I never ask you to do something bad here in Finland, or your life, everything. Everything I talk to you is good for you. You must care about Finnish society, because you are the member of them. You are one of them. You are not different. Even you are refugees, you come here. You are still refugees, even you have Finnish citizenship. But you must remember, you are one member of this society, that big society, like another member. You must build this society. And they said that, no, we don't know much like Finnish. I said that's why I talk to you. We must learn. And I don't think that it's just problems of Vietnamese community.
I think these are problems of many immigrant
Many
communities. It's my life. I'm pretty okay, and I shouldn't actually.
Yes,
take.
we must think that Finnish people, Russian, Vietnamese, Iraqians, we are just a member of this big society. So we together we build this country.
Yhdessä.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And the Blitz. The Lewis Carroll Blitz. Why is a raven like a writing desk?
Raven.
Raven. It's like black crow, sort of. You know, this bird. Raven.
I did not understand this question.
Why is a raven like a It's probably a very nonsense question.
We can pass it?
Sure, absolutely, absolutely. Where can I find someone normal?
Nobody is normal.
Okay, make up rule 42. Some rule 42.
Hug when you see.
Hug.
Hug.
Okay, hug when you see. Okay, especially in COVID situation, it's the best one. What makes the world go round?
Trump.
Trump. Donald. Yeah. Okay, what will happen when he is out? Who in this world are you?
I'm just a member.
A member of this big world.
Yes.
The best way to explain is
to talk.
Talk. What would happen if everybody minded their own business? Minded. I mean, like take care of their own business.
And then the society grow up.
Grow up.
Yes.
Okay. One of the deep secrets of life is
love.
Love. What to do if you want to get to a place you want to be?
Free.
What?
Just be free.
Domi, thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming, and all the best luck for your work that you do for the society.
Thank you, Sergey, that you give me ability to talk here.
Thank you.
And to give my informations and my love to another.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And that's all talks for today. Have a great tomorrow.